All right, so I'm going to take you through kind of a restorative / strengthening routine that you can do at home. Its goal is to help strengthen some parts of your body that I want to be stronger in a functional sense, and then at the same time it's going to help to relax some of the muscles that are becoming overused. And you can do this anywhere from 2 to 6 times whenever you have the time to do it. So every day is best, but if it means you're only doing it 2 to 4 times a week, that's also fine. What I think is really important is that you want to make a space for it. So you kind of see I have this area that I'm going to just move in. I'm on a rug. I prefer if you're on something a little bit more comfortable, like a foam pad, or I guess a yoga mat would work as well. But you just want to make sure that your knees feel supported, okay? So I'm going to take you through the motions, and I'll give the cueing of the movements at the same time. You might not know what I'm saying the first time, but if you watch the video and you start to learn the names of the exercises or what the cue means, it'll make it a more digestible experience for you every time that you do it. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is just come to a kneeling position, all right, and then you're going to come to tabletop. All right, now notice on my tabletop, my shoulders are over my wrists and my hips are over my knees, okay? So if you have a tendency to really dump into your back, if you notice my low back is excessively arched here, I just want you to start to flatten it out. And then if you notice you have no arch in your back, I want you to figure out how you can create a small little arch. So first thing you're going to do, we're going to associate tension in the core. So you're going to breathe into the back of your shirt. And when you breathe out, I want you to drag your hands towards your knees without actually moving them. Repeat this again. Again. I'm going to start to roll my knees towards each other. I flip my toes under. All right? And now what I want you to do, keep the tension in your body. Hover your knees 2 to 4 inches off the ground and breathe. You'll lower your knees, come up to a tall kneeling. All right, sit back. Come forward, come back down. All right? This time you're going to lower your entire body to the ground. All right? And I want you to make a pillow with your hands. And breathe. Using as little effort as possible, all I want you to do, engage your legs so that your kneecaps lift off the floor. So I'm pressing my feet into the ground. You're going to pick up your head about 6 inches, keeping your chin looking at your chest. And then all I want you to do is start to side bend one ear to your one shoulder. Come through the middle, do the other side. Back to center. This time I'm going to rotate my head on an imaginary axis. And I'll turn to the other side. I pause here, lower my head, bend my knees. Push your heels together, bring your hands wider than your armpits. You're going to lift your forehead, lift your palms, and drop your feet halfway down, keeping your heels touching. And breathe. Eventually I want you to straighten your arms back. And continue to hold. You'll notice the back of my neck is nice and long, so I don't want you to crunch up too high, and I don't want you to keep your head down. Keep it hovering. Eventually you're going to bring your hands down, bend your knees, shake the legs side to side. Do a knee push-up, take a child's pose without moving your hands. Good. Great. You come to kneeling. Come back down. Come to your tabletop. Flip your toes under. Hover your knees. Start to breathe. Press your heels back. I want you to feel the arches of your feet start to work. Maybe you even send your hips back a little more. Nice. Lower your knees down. Come to tall kneeling. Good. Fists in front of you. Breathe in. Breathe out. So I want you to keep your elbows really straight. Don't worry about how high you get your arms. I'd rather see them go only a third of the way up, but you keep your elbows straight. And maybe one more. Good. This time, you're going to step one leg forward, 90 degrees at both front knee and back knee. Okay? Top of the back foot is down. I want you to take your arms up. Same thing. 2 to 4 times. Breathe in and breathe out. Alright, then you're going to hold your hands up. Now, start to lean forward from the hip, leading with the heart, and then hold. Alright, so you're going to start to put weight onto your front leg. The knee is still at 90 degrees. The knee does not go forward. It stays exactly where it is. When you're ready, I want you to keep the weight on the front foot. Start to lean your spine back. Good. The moment you leave the weight on the front leg and it starts to wobble around and it's no longer stable, that's your cue to stop leaning back. All right. Change legs. Same thing. Both knees at 90 degrees. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again. And out. All right. Arms are up. I'm leading with my heart. I'm starting to load the weight onto my front thigh. All right, and then you're going to slowly start to lean backwards. Again, forwards and backwards. Nice. You're going to come down, tall kneeling, full kneeling. Bring yourself to the floor. Make a pillow with your hands. Engage the tops of your feet down so the knees lift. Rest your forehead on your hands. Pick up your elbows and your hands. Now I really, really want you working from the legs here. And then what you're going to do, you'll side bend to the right side. And then side bend to the left. Back to middle. Bend your knees, push your knees down. Child's pose. Come back forward, lay down, arms extend over your head. Last one, keeping your body like a rag doll, pick up one of your legs and I want you to roll onto your back. Alright, now get back onto your stomach by picking up that leg, taking it over. Notice I don't use my upper body. Other side. Roll back. Child's pose. Tall kneeling. Full kneeling. All right, so that's the sequence. One time through, I think it took me, I don't know, maybe 5+ minutes to do that. But again, do this in this order, is 2 to 5 times until it feels good. And then just start to learn it on your own. And always remember to move at the speed at which your breath moves. Okay, so you don't want these like jarring, really jolting motions. Everything should kind of be like a jellyfish. Okay, like it should be smooth. It should feel fluid. And if you're not breathing during it, well, chances are you're not breathing. So always go back to the basics of just laying on your stomach and breathing and feeling your belly fill up with the inhale and rinse out with the exhale. All right. You want to experience your heart rate actually elevating slightly as you breathe in and heart rate lowering as you breathe out. All right. So that's your at-home strengthening restorative routine for you to do. Thank you.